events. Quite a lot of events for this week. Please, in your own interest, please don't click on that link. That guy is a scammer. He's going to scam you of your money. You all know PU Prime. You've been with us. We give you signals, analysis every single day. This guy is just a random guy coming from nowhere and is trying to cause distraction in our group. So please don't pay attention to him. Okay, so this week we have a lot of fundamental events this week. Today, Monday, there's going to be German IFO business climate, by 10 a.m. this morning. It's a medium impact event. It may not really give much, volatility like that. But tomorrow, 4 p.m., we have CB consumer confidence from the United States. That is expected to give quite some volatility. That's on Tuesday tomorrow. Simultaneously, there will be new home sales and Richmond manufacturing index. So we expect some volatility on the dollar by 4 p.m. tomorrow. And on Wednesday, by 1:30 a.m. in the morning, there will be CPI from Australia. That's Consumer Price Index. Usually CPI is volatile, so we may look forward to trading CPI by 1:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And it will be followed by the official cash rate, which is the interest rate version of the New Zealand by 2 a.m. or Wednesday morning. The RBNZ monetary policy statements, RBNZ rate statements, and RBNZ press conference, all from New Zealand between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. on Wednesday. So we expect some volatility on the New Zealand by this time, as in 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. on Wednesday. Then in the afternoon on Wednesday, we have a combination of prelim GDP quarterly and unemployment claims from the United States. Both of them high impact. And that is expected to, give us quite some volatility on the dollar. And simultaneously, also, there'll be core durable good orders, prelim GDP price index, by 2:30 p.m. So I have about 5 events from the United States by 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. These are the main events for Wednesday. And later on Wednesday by 8 p.m., there'll be FOMC meeting minutes. This will also give us some volatility on the dollar on Wednesday by 8 p.m. On Thursday, we really don't have, except for the Euro German prelim CPI and the Spanish flash CPI. These are the 2 events on Wednesday. It may bring us some volatility. Those are just the major events. The other ones, now the AUD-RBA Governor Bullock's speech, it's a speech. We may not know the direction, so we really don't give much attention to speeches. Most importantly, okay, it's going to take place in the morning, but then we really don't know the direction, so we don't pay much attention to them, though, as in terms of trading. But in terms of impact on the market, it will actually impact the market. But the direction is where we don't, have an insight into where the direction, will be towards. And on Friday, the important event on Friday will be the CAD GDP, that is GDP from Canada by 2:30 p.m. That is the most important event for Friday. Okay, so there's also GDP from Switzerland by 9 a.m. That will also likely, push the market. So we have the CHF GDP by 9 a.m. and GDP from Canada by 2:30 p.m. Now there's Euro core CPI flash estimate by 11. That could also move the market to an extent. But the 2 GDP events by 9 and 2:30 are the main events for Friday. So that's all for this week. A little summary of what we have fundamentally. But then let me just quickly go back to the technicals, because that's actually, I know, where most of us already have our attention. All right, so I just gave a signal on the GBP, JPY, this morning. So how did I come about this signal? We start from analysis. I remember somebody was asking on Friday, drop signal, drop signal. If there is no direct signal to drop, there's no point. But this one, you can see there is, and I've dropped it because the market is giving us a very clear-cut signal, which we have already taken. And GBP JPY is an instrument that can be volatile. So I will encourage you to trade it with a lot of caution. Now, this is GBP JPY on the daily time frame. Yeah, this is the daily time frame. And we can see that the price has been trending higher. We have two higher lows there, and this is the third one. So technically, we're looking for a bullish movement. And simultaneously, there is equally a support zone there, which is expected to push price to the bullish direction. And finally, last week Friday candle closed as a rejection candle. You can see it closed as a rejection candle. That also tells us we're looking for an opportunity to buy the GBP JPY. So this is a very high probability trade setup, and that's all on the day on the daily time frame. And when we flip down to the 1 hour, I can see the formation of an inverse head and shoulder pattern, and price has broken the neckline. So I mean, we are very much set for a buy on this one. This is a high probability trade setup. So all I did was just to bring about my Fibonacci tool here to look at the projected profit taking level, which I set up at Fibonacci 50, not exactly 50 though, some pips to 50 and some pips to 61.8. So that's it. So that's how you have your signal for GBP JPY. Price is expected to hit the TP1 at Fibonacci 50 and possibly proceed to the TP2 at Fibonacci 61.8. Now, I would also encourage us to learn how to do what is called trailing stop. Don't say, oh, P prime has given us the signal, so let me just leave it and just watch it till it gets there. Fine, it's good, but it's also good to be a bit on the caution as a trader. So as your price moves up higher than the current level, if it goes up again the next 20, 30 pips, it's advisable you lock your profit in by shifting your stop loss. Your stop loss, which I gave, is somewhere around here. So if price goes up a little, you move a stop loss from the current level, at least maybe to entry price, so that way, even if there's a retracement in the market and price goes down, you are not going to lose any trade at all. Worst case scenario is that price will close at the entry and you've not lost anything. So it's very important that you do that as a trader. Always learn to limit the risk as much as possible. Though with the setting we are seeing here, which is inverse head and shoulder, I don't expect that to happen. But like I always say, we don't control the market. Anything can happen in the market at any time. You understand? But just to mitigate against all those kind of risk, once your price goes up higher, by the time you're having some 20, 30 pips in profits, I see for a pair like GBP JPY, just do your trailing stop manually, shift your stop loss to lock in more profit. All right, so that's it on the GBP JPY. We are bullish on the GBP JPY. We're bullish on the Euro UAD. We're bullish on the Euro UAD. For those in the funded group, I already dropped this one. It's equally moving. Now, how did we come about the Euro AUD? What we do is what is called the top-down analysis. We start looking at the market from the higher time frame, daily time frame, weekly time frame. Then we scale down to a lower time frame like 1 hour or sometimes 4 hours to look for entry. So this is the Euro AUD on the daily time frame, and price closed last week on a very valid support level. So when prices are support level, technically we're looking for an opportunity, to buy because we expect a bullish breakout. So we have support on the daily, and on 1 hour we have a falling wedge, and we have a rejection candle as one of the candles that closed last week on 1 hour time frame. So technically we're looking for an opportunity to buy, and price has actually now broken the upper part of the trend line, and our RSI is clearly above 50. So that tells us that we're on a bullish trend on Euro AUD. Now, it's very possible for price, because you should not neglect the fact that there's a minor resistance here. It's possible for price to hit this resistance and retrace, but then it will continue further later. At that instance, it may end up forming an inverse head and shoulder. So in case you enter now and it seems like the thing is going again, so please don't panic. I'm just telling you that ahead. It's possible for it to hit that level and retrace, and it's possible for it to just go straight up. It all depends on how the market wants to move. But technically, we're on a bullish trend on the Euro AUD. So we're bullish on the Euro AUD on the 1 hour time frame. And next I will show us is the New Zealand CAD. I'm also bullish on the New Zealand CAD on 1 hour. All right, so this is the New Zealand CAD. Just like the others, you can see that price closed by touching the support level on the daily time frame. So we're looking for an opportunity to buy. And If you go down to 1 hour, we have a falling wedge and a pattern that is evolving into possibly an inverse head and shoulder. Then we wait for a breakout. So the breakout is yet to happen. So if it happens in the course of today, well, we may let you know. But once price breaks above that neckline region, which is the resistance zone up there, then it will be a time to trigger a buy on the New Zealand card. So we're bullish on the New Zealand card. And finally, we're also bullish on the Euro card. All right, so this is Euro card. Like the others, Euro card, we start this one from the weekly time frame. You can see price, closed, hitting a support level on the weekly time frame. So technically, we're looking for a reversal in the bullish direction. And we go down to 1 hour, and on 1 hour, we can see we have a falling wedge. Now, this one will require some patience because from what I'm seeing, I'm anticipating it may evolve into an inverse head and shoulder. So this is what is happening now. It may drop further before breaking out. It's possible, but I'm just having this anticipation that this may still, one way or the other, still form an inverse head and shoulder. But even if it doesn't form an inverse head and shoulder, I'm only looking to buy when price breaks above this resistance zone, and at that point, okay, RSI is currently above 50, but then until it breaks that resistance zone up there, I'm not looking for an opportunity to buy. So I'm bullish also on the Euro card on 1 hour. So these are the instruments I'm analyzing today for 1 hour time frame. So if you are there, you're a day trader, all these 5 instruments I've given, they are just for you. Now, we've taken one already for the class here. For those in the fund, they've taken 2. In the course of the day, if others evolve, we'll surely let you know about them, also. So we're bullish on New Zealand card on 1 hour. We're bullish on the Euro AUD on 1 hour. We're bullish on the GBP AUD on 1 hour. We're bullish on the GBP JPY on 1 hour. And we're bullish on the Euro card on 1 hour. Now, there are 2 swing setup, which I'll also show us for those who are swing traders. And the first one would be the GBP USD, which is 4 hour for swing. All right, so this is GBP USD. Now, if we go to the weekly time frame, we can see here that price is on an uptrend on the weekly time frame. And when we flip down to 4-hour time frame, we can see we have a falling wedge pattern. So we anticipate that price will break out above this to trigger a bullish trade when our RSI crosses above 50. Now, it's possible that this may also try to evolve a breakout, a retest, and a continuation. That may be possible, in which case it may end up forming an inverse head and shoulder. But let's just wait and see how that, pans out in the course of the week. Now, this is a swing setup. It may take some days. The trade itself may lapse for some days. And it may even take a day or 2 before it finally breaks out. It may break out today, whichever one. But then all I'm saying is that if price breaks out, there could be a retest before a continuation. So we're bullish on the GBP USD. And finally, we're also bullish on the Euro CHF. Now, for the Euro CHF, I'm doing the analysis from the weekly time frame. Now, this is Euro CHF on the weekly time frame. We can see that price, has been trading around the support zone, and the candle that closed last week closed as a rejection candle for the whole of last week. So technically, we're looking for an opportunity to buy the Euro CHF this week. So if we flip down to 4-hour time frame, this is where we are. Can draw our trend line right here. Now, price actually has broken out above the trend line. RSI is already above 50. So, but then I would also want to say that it's possible for price to hit this resistance zone and retrace from an inverse here and finally break out. That's equally a possibility. But whichever way it comes, we're bullish on Okay, we're bullish on Euro CHF on the 4 hour time frame. Just a second. I'm seeing something here. All right. So that will be all from my end this morning. I'll take a few questions as we try to round up. So again, as a recap, we're bullish on Euro CHF on 4 hour. We're bullish on GBP on 4 hour. We're bullish. Those are the swing setup for the week. We're bullish on the New Zealand card on 1 hour. That's for day trading. We're bullish on the Euro AUD for 1 hour. We're bullish on GBP AUD on 1 hour. We're bullish on GBP JPY on 1 hour, and we're bullish on Euro card on 1 hour. All right, that will be all from my end. Like I said, I'll take a few questions and we will round up for the day or for this morning session. All right. Kayla is asking about Euro USD and USD JPY. Now we have very limited time. I'm just surprised. I'm seeing the timer beeping already. We have less than 10 minutes, to end this class. So I'll try to rush as much as possible. I'll attempt as many questions as I can also. Euro USD. Euro USD is going to be bullish, but I just omitted it because of this very massive gap that happened here. But then we still expect some bullish continuation on the Euro USD because it actually hit a trend line, on the weekly time frame, two massive trend lines on the weekly time frame. So we're looking for a bullish movement on the Euro USD, So, but then I will advise you also wait for price to break out above this resistance zone, for you to enter a buy. That's if you want to take a buy as a personal trade. So we still have a bullish outlook on the Euro USD. But I will actually encourage you to focus more on the instruments I've analyzed. I want to say that when I give you an analysis of the instruments I'm looking at, it's because they've been carefully selected. So please pay more attention on those ones, except you have a trade running on these ones we are talking about now, fine. But if it's like you want to place a fresh trade, put more attention on the ones I have personally analyzed, which have already dropped for us. All right, so we have a bullish movement on the Euro USD. On the USD JPY, the dollar is expected to be bearish this week. And I expect Euro USD JPY to follow suit. Though at the moment, it's not showing any clear direction. So we're not having any clear direction on USD JPY for now, but eventually, I believe it may go bearish. Okeme Song, GPUs already said they were bullish on 4 hour. Oluwafunke Ogunshakin, good morning, gold. All right. Now, gold has been doing a lot. Gold and BTC, they've been doing a lot in the last couple of weeks, and those activities are due to the Donald Trump winning the election in the United States. However, gold started on a bearish note for this week. Will it continue selling? Honestly, I can't say because the dollar is bearish and gold cannot be bearish. Though it's bearish at the moment, yeah, I will advise you to be careful. I always say that when you have a conflict in the direction of gold and the dollar, the best you can do is just to wait and see where the market is going and don't be in a hurry. Because for gold now, gold closed last Friday with price, we have a minor or inner support here, turned resistance, and that's what has led to the decline on gold. Will it keep selling this morning? I can't guarantee the real sense of it. So the best thing you can do is to just wait. We are bullish on the Euro USD. So there's a possibility because gold and Euro USD, they are positively correlated. What I see that may happen on gold is that I think gold is trying to form an inverse head and shoulder, which will see it launch higher. So if the dollar is bearish, Euro USD is bullish, GBP USD is bullish, technically gold should be bullish. And the only way I can see it being bullish now is to form an inverse head and shoulder, as I've shown you, break above this resistance level, that's the blue line, and keep buying higher. So for me, for now, I'm not looking for an opportunity to sell gold. But if gold will break above this price level at 2716.14, then you may look at buy on a long term, on a swing trade, which can span the whole week and beyond. So I would say I hold a bullish outlook on gold, not a bearish. All right, that's my outlook for gold. Any other one? We have less than 4 minutes to go. So Noel, I've already analyzed gold, US 30. So anytime you drop signals in the group, how long will it take for this trade to be entered? When we drop it, take it immediately. Is if it's a pending order, that's when you'll be waiting that when price gets to that level. When we say at current market price CMP, it means enter it now. That's what it means. So it's triggered already, just enter. All right, so what does it take to be in the other class? The other class is just our funded client group. All you need to do is to have a funded account. Just speak with your account manager. There are actually two funded groups. Your account manager will advise you on which one to join out of the two groups. But the condition is that you have a live funded account with PU Prime. That's just a requirement. All right, so I'll look finally at US 30, and I think I saw Mr. Sonny asking about USD card somewhere. Yes, US 30 and USD card. Okay, endurance. How about gold? I'm bullish on gold, but it's not yet time to buy. Like I said, wait for a reversal. This is an inverse head, shoulder. Wait for a breakout above this region before you even think of buying. And that's going to be a swing setup. And that is a confirmation that we've been on a bullish trend on gold all along. This is a bullish trend. So it's just a continuation of that, bullish movement. That's what this is going to give us. So I'll look at USD card, US 30, and we close. We have just less than 2 minutes. All right, so let me see if I can quickly touch USD card. USD card, dollar is bearish, so USD card, I expect it to be bearish. More so, we have this rejection candle that closed last Friday. So I'm expecting a bearish movement on the USD card. You can see there's also a gap, right here. Now, this the shadow of those candles actually ended up forming a rejection here. So I'm expecting further, bearish movements on the USD card. And finally, I'll look at US 30. That's the DJ30. DJ30 has been bullish the whole of last week, and it looks like the bull is yet to be over. So what do we do in this case? Price just broke above this resistance. So what may happen is that you can go down to 1 hour. There may be a retest. You can see it's been ranging in recent times, a retest and a continuation. That's what may likely happen to US 30. All right, that'll be all for this morning. I need to stop here. Thanks for joining this analysis. If you don't have an account with PU Prime, go ahead and open a live account so that it can be a part of what we're doing right here. Don't forget to join us by 12:30 p.m. for the afternoon session. Once you see the link, just click on it and join us for the afternoon analysis session. Take care and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.